Okay, so I'm not necessarily that good at explaining uh, origami, so I'm going to just kind of demonstrate it. Oh, by the way, this is the $1 tank by Charles Esseltine. With my own adjustments or variations to it. I think there's steps in between these, but I'm kind of doing shortcuts, and I don't know if I could articulate the steps that make this easier. So far, I don't think any of this stuff is hard. Now I'm going to unfold it, open it, and do the exact same fold I just did, because I want those lines to go all the way across for later. Okay, so now and I'm always making sure that this lines up with that. This part's kind of tricky if you've never really done it before. The key is to kind of just hold opposite sides and then pull it. It may take some trial and error. Then push that part down. So now we're going to do a strange temporary fold for now so that we can make it flat. I'll fold it first and then let you see it. And consistently I am making sure that this lines up with that line on the back side right there. Okay, and so here's the weird folds right there. So now I want to tuck half of this portion in. So I'm gonna first do a valley fold right here, and then I'll turn it into a mountain fold. And I'm not going all the way to the edge, I'm pulling it back just a little bit because I'm tucking it under, and it's just easier to give it a little space to kind of tuck underneath. So boom, there's a valley fold. Let's turn it into a mountain fold. So reverse that. Nah, good enough. So now I want to fold on these lines right there. I want to do a mountain fold. Now I can tuck this back down. Okay, so we're getting there. Now I am gonna fold, and I'm only writing on this so that you guys can see exactly where the folds are. So right there, do a mountain fold. Okay, so the next part, I am going to, if I fold this as far as I can, it goes quite far, almost a third of the way. So I'm not gonna crease it yet, but I want to break this into thirds. So that might still be too far. Let's pull this and let's pull it back a little more. So this takes, there might be an easier way to do this, but this is kind of like a shortcut. That looks about right to me. So now I'm going to go ahead and crease it. Double check. Yeah, it looks good. Okay. So now I am going to fold just on the edge of this line right there, and I'm going to do a mountain fold. I used to fold just in the center part, but I go ahead and fold all the way across now. It's just so much easier, and it doesn't really make a difference later. It's just so much easier. Okay, so now unfold it a little bit. Okay, so here is kind of the tricky part. This is my addition because I wanted it to be a little more masculine and linear. And so I am going to fold that underneath so it makes you want to make sure these are parallel right there and there. And so that'll let you know that it's a 45-degree angle. Okay, so there's that side, and you'll see why I'm doing this in just a moment. Same over here. So now it's going to give this a 3D shape. Now what I want to do is create a valley fold kind of right here, because I want to hide that little piece. So this, I'm just going to, this part's kind of tricky, but just tuck it in there like that. And now I should have there. Now, in order to lock it in place, I'm going to fold just right there. I'll show you from this side. I think it'll be easier to see it. So as far as I can tuck that in without bending it, without having it double over, I guess I would say. And also, I didn't want to cut off too much of the wheel. So, boom. Now, same for the other side. So now the next fold is going to, you might be able to see there's two lines right there, two black lines right there. I'm going to fold right on the bottom one on both sides. So now in order to kind of lock it in place, I'm going to do this little corner. I don't really measure it, I'm just kind of, boom. Same for the other side. And now we're getting there. Now we just need to finish the turret. Usually in a restaurant I don't have something like this available, so I use either my keys or I use a fork. But since I have this right here, I'm going to use it. So I want to pull this piece out. Oh shoot, crikey. No, let's tuck that back in. I about forgot a step. So I want to do a mountain fold like this to make that kind of boxy look. And then I'll do that next step. Now, let's try that. And then I'll tuck that piece under there. Hey. Boom, that's pulled out. There we go. Perfect. Oof. Usually that doesn't give me as much trouble as it did today. Okay, so now he's almost there. Kind of square these parts up. Pretty much I just need to round out the barrel and then he's good to go. So and then if I fold him way like this, then he usually sticks out at a good angle there. And I consider myself a lover, not a fighter, and so I tell people it is a symbol for being assertive and direct. However, it shoots hearts of love. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll show him up close for you. Tidings of love and peace to you all.